Get set to face off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's
amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second and 11. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now,
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. But it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A give, running right is Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Micah Parsons in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll fire it deep for Rager. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 2. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Jonathan Abram picks it. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll look to throw here.
Right back to Pitts again.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kenneth Murray drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll look to throw.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
2nd and 10. they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile,